Hello everybody, my name is Casey Cook. I'm a recent graduate of Nucamp Coding Bootcamp's front-end program, and I'm going to share with you today my portfolio project. It's called Panorama. The goal of the project was to create an application that solves the organizational need of scheduling and completing staff performance appraisals, and I'll show you the features that we use to get that done here in just a couple moments. The technology that was used to create this was React, Redux, Bootstrap, ReactStrap. I used a library called Moment for date formatting. We've got React Transition Group in there for animations, as well as React Router. The main challenge I faced when creating this application was updating state. Basically, I'll show with you here really quick my app schema. I had a couple of nested components here that I wanted to be able to update state, and of course due to the unidirectional data flow of React, we weren't really able to do that. So Redux comes in and allows any component that's highlighted in purple here to send information to the store, which then updates our state and then gives all of that updated state information back down to all of our components. So that was a really awesome learning moment for me, and I'll share with you how we delete reviews. That's actually this component here, employee info reviews, when we get to that feature here in just a few seconds. So inside the application here, we have a couple of different features. We can add employees, we can schedule reviews for existing employees, we can also view an employee info screen here that shows us past reviews as well as scores for each of their performance areas that we're tracking, as well as a qualitative statement that kind of just sums up where they're at as far as performance goes. We have an employee roster here that allows us to delete employees if we're so inclined. And we also have this review screen, which is just a log of all of the completed reviews for all of our employees at once. Eventually, I'd love to have a filter option up here as well, but that'll have to come in the future. So let's go ahead and add an employee here, and I can show you how this works. So we just type in the employee's name, and after adding them, they're added to our roster, and they're assigned an initial score of TBD. That's because we haven't completed any reviews for them yet. So we can see no scores yet here, but if we schedule a review for them and then complete that review, we can see how all of that changes. So we have some form validation happening here. If I misspell the employee's name, it disables the confirm button and asks me to check my spelling. So we'll select a date here, confirm, and now that review is available to be completed in our upcoming reviews window. We select this button here to open the review, assign some ratings, and add some feedback. Submit the review. That review has gone away from the upcoming review window, and we can see that this employee here now has some scores that came from that review. And if we open up the review from the review history, we can see the notes that were added as well as the score that was assigned for each performance area. If we want to delete the review, we will just hit this minus sign here, type delete to confirm, because this is an action that we want to make sure the user really wants to do. And once we click delete, the review goes away and we're taken back to our dashboard screen. And you can see that this user goes back to needing reviews to be completed. I can show you how that reducer works really quickly with Redux. So back here in VS Code, the deleting review reducer is right here. So basically the first thing we do is make a copy of our employee, and we then make a copy of that copied employee's reviews. But with this new copy of reviews, we're going to want to not include the review which we're deleting. So the copy is made by using the filter array method, and we want to match each review that doesn't match the review ID of the review that was sent as a part of this actions payload. We then replace our copied employees reviews with the new reviews that were made, which of course are less the review that we're deleting. We then replace our state copy of our employee with the copied employee, which has the deleted review. And then we return our updated state back down to all of our components. So that's that reducer. I think that I've shown you all of the features. We can go ahead and just delete this employee to wrap it up. Go to our employees section, hit the minus button, type in the employee's name, and the employee goes away. So that's Panorama. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you have any feedback for me, I'd love to hear it and do my best to implement it. Reach out to me on Twitter or Slack, and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot and have an awesome day.